good morning or good evening. I hope you are all always well. I'm Lulu. These are my daily stories. I hope you share the happiness with every adventure I have with my friend Marshmallow. Here we go. It all started with a smell. Lulu was walking past the corner, where Maple Street met Buttercup Lane, a sleepy little crossroads usually filled with sleepy little sounds. But today, the air was filled with the irresistible scent of fresh-baked croissants, sizzling cinnamon buns, and something else, something impossible to describe. It smelled like yesterday. She stopped in her tracks, Marshmallow peeking from the hood of her coat, nose twitching like a compass. The smell was coming from a shop she'd never seen before, a crooked little bakery with a sign that read, "Pastry and Paradox, since tomorrow." Curious, Lulu pushed open the door. A tiny bell rang, or rather, it made the sound of a clock rewinding. Inside, the walls were covered in old recipe scrolls and glowing hourglasses. Stacks of flour bags marked "Interdimensional Use Only" lined the shelves. Behind the counter, a raccoon wearing a tiny baker's hat and a golden pocket watch turned around and squeaked, "Welcome to the past." Or the future, depending on your appetite. Lulu blinked. "You're a raccoon." "I prefer Chef Remy," the raccoon said with dignity. "Head baker of the Continuum crust." Marshmallow narrowed his eyes. Chef Remy wiped his paws on a floury apron. "We bake pastries that play with time. Croissants that bring back memories, eclairs that let you skip boring afternoons, danishes that taste like the future." Lulu's mouth dropped open. "That's amazing." It was, Chef Remy sighed. "But something's gone wrong. My dough has stopped rising in the correct century. The soufflés collapse into the void. The paradox pie keeps eating itself." Marshmallow hissed at a particularly suspicious muffin spinning on the counter. "I need help," the raccoon whispered, "someone clever. Someone with a cat." Lulu was already rolling up her sleeves. First, she inspected the cron oven, a swirling, glowing contraption with levers and blinking dials. "I think your tip-to-temperature setting is stuck," she said, twisting the dial with a click. The oven hummed, then beeped in binary. Next, Marshmallow climbed the shelves and discovered a runaway time loaf had nested behind the mixing bowls, warping the yeast timelines. With a paw swipe, he batted it back into its container. Suddenly, the bakery pulsed with golden warmth. Dough began to rise again. Whisks danced on their own. Buns baked in perfect rhythm with a ticking metronome. Chef Remy squealed with joy, "You've saved breakfast across the multiverse." As thanks, he handed Lulu a curious cookie. "This," he said, "is a Wen cookie. Eat it when you're lost, and it'll take you back to the moment you felt most like yourself." Marshmallow batted his own reward, a saucer of eternal whipped cream. They waved goodbye as the bakery shimmered out of sight, folding back into time. That night, Lulu placed the cookie carefully on her bedside table. "You never know," she whispered, "when you might need to remember who you are." Marshmallow purred, his whiskers twitching in dreams of dancing donuts and time crumbs.